couple of things which I just mentioned, but Tony just came in. I put a PDF, a current PDF of what has been updated right before the game here. All elemental spells except for fire. I think I got through all of first level fire, and but did all the other elemental spells, so those are in there. And a couple of other things I wanted to go over. One being a change, and one I need to specify, but it was after I had already compiled the PDF, and I didn't feel like going back and editing the document and then making a new PDF and try to do that in 3 minutes. So the first thing is I have been asked why certain spells in the original Palladium were, say, like +3 to hit, or +3 to strike, or +6 to strike, and why they are lower now. And it is because originally Palladium did not allow targeting, and I'm allowing targeting, and then for most spells, if not all of them, that did have a +3 or +6 or +5, they were all various types, I made them +1 per level. So they're not quite as good to begin with, but every time you level up and you cast it at a higher level, then you get an extra plus. So even a +6, by the time, if we go for years and decades and you get really high level, it has potential to be 2.5 times better to hit with a spell. So.
And does that auto-calculate in Foundry?
You will have to do it, because you will depend on how many magic points you put into it, what level spell you're going to do. So you could make a level 1 this, a level 2 this, make attacks like that, but or just have a general level 1 attack, level 2 attack, etc. Can it be done? Yes. Does it auto do it magically? No, because it's not just the spell has this effect and that's it. It is you as a player at that time, you are spending your points, whether what level you're going. But also because of that, because it will be a lot with targeting and with a +1 per level, that rate goes up quite a bit faster than like sword swinging and things like that. Magical strikes do not crit, so they have a better chance of happening, but they if they hit, they do their thing. They don't do double damage or have other effects. So that is about magic, mystic stuff. So the other thing that since it has been quite a while since we played, that has been going on in the background of my mind, that I finally think I figured out, and I did add this to the PDF it's under physical strength, carrying and lifting. I have different size categories, being able to lift and carry different sizes, because just having it a straight times 10 pounds to lift, times 20 pounds to carry, that the base Palladium First Edition rules has it. It starts to get wonky when you start looking at small, like non-medium sized characters. When you have small characters, they could have the same strength as a large, very large character, but since their weapons and armor are much lighter, they would get a huge benefit off of that, and you get to a point where when I calculated Sir Emery's splint armor, you would not be able to carry it without being encumbered. So I went through and I adjusted things. So, like small, instead of it being a 5 and 10, it's a 3 or sorry, instead of being a 10 20, 10 pounds, 20 pounds for carrying and lifting, it is a 6 and 12, and for large it's 15 and 30, and for very large it's 20 and 40, and that's only for weight. It's not about damage or your bonuses if you have a PS bonus to hit, because that's based off of your size die, not the for your how large you are. So basically, I think that will fix everything, because basically when you start getting into the heavier armor that's needed, heavier weapons, and even food, like I think Jenny's character might have like 100 pounds of food, because she needs that as a very large character. But with the old way carrying and lifting worked, basically any large, very large, is going to have a cart just to carry around their food. So hopefully that makes sense. That is listed on, I already went in and all the characters have been adjusted for medium-sized characters. You don't have to worry about any of that, because that's all the same. Nothing changed for you. Also on the front page, the main page of all the characters sheets, I did add a carrying capacity, so it will show what your current and your total is. Basically, armor, weapons, and anything that would be heavy, like if you just have maybe like a canteen, that's fine. But if you're carrying, 5 gallons of water or 5 gallons of oil or something, a barrel of that silver magical stuff, things like that, liquid does start to get pretty freaking heavy. Like,
Yeah.
imagine carrying around 3 milk jugs, and, stuff like that. So that's where that carrying capacity comes in. And also, I think it was Anthony who made pools for the different monetary values.
Yeah, I have silver and copper.
So I really like that, and I added those to other characters, because I thought that was, you can make the max what you wanted. He had a max of 1,000, which seemed somewhat reasonable. So it's really there.
Above that max.
So you look at those, whatever it says before the 1,000, that's how many ounces, and then there also it tells you the value, so you can times your ounces by that value and know how much monetary value you have in those precious metals. So I like that, thank you. And that's something, if other people, you can look at this character sheet, and with the all items tab, there's all those pluses, and there is the one that has pools. It's somewhat near the bottom, but there's one that's pools. If you add a plus, you can make your own pool. And a pool is basically just you have a minimum, you have a maximum. And I think I added ammunition pools for people who had ammo.
So, as far as I just separated out what I might have had on me at the time when we went to the square.
Yes, I was going basically in notes and equipment. If there's anything that you would have specifically left back at wherever you were staying, you can put a little note there. I wasn't going to try to thank on my own.
What was the name of the town again?
Fallcrest. But I wasn't going to sit there and try to think, okay, this would probably not, they would have left this in their room and not this, because who knows how paranoid and some of you might be or some of you might not be. So I will allow you to determine what you took and what you did not take when you went to the meeting on the green. So we left off, you had woken up and had noticed that this area that when you entered it was kind of nice and cozy has become very, kind of want to say nasty. The table is not with what you thought. It's with people, body parts of people and things like that. And everybody feels a little strange, like you probably had some bad nightmares, probably glad you do not remember them. But those who have ISP and or magic points, MP, you gain 16 back. If you have both, you gain them both back.
Oh, yeah.
We gained 16 back?
16, yes.
So I know everything on the table is gross and stuff like that.
Yes.
But is there any, like, so I left all my pots and pans and all that kind of stuff back at Paulcrest. But is there any utensils that I could possibly salvage from this that if I find a way of cooking here that I can cook with?
Yeah, there would be, forks, knives, spoons, plates,
Right. So
cups.
I'm just
there wouldn't necessarily be, the things that you cook in. It would be serving platters, not, pots.
You're going robot on me.
Oh, am I?
Now you're back.
Huh.
It was either you or me, one or the other.
So there's no like cooking pots, pans, things like that. There are serving platters and things, of that nature. Plates, bowls, cups.
I was like maybe one of the platters metal that if I really needed to, I could use it as a frying pan.
Possibly.
Okay. I just grabbed something that I can possibly cook something on if.
So you kind of dump the nasty contents off, kind of wipe it with part of the dirty tablecloth, and hope for the best. I'm not sure if Jason heard what I said or not. Is Jason here?
I'm here.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. So you gain back 16 magic points.
Okay, I did hear that.
Okay, because I didn't see adjustments.
Yeah, it was lower. I'm up to 45 now.
seeing that on the token. So is it showing on your token correctly?
I can't even select my token.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I can, but it's not coming up with the little icons around it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, did
Yeah.
you left click it or right click it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did both.
Oh, I remember when I was having that issue. When I switched from Firefox to Chrome, that took care of it for me, but I'm not sure if that's
Oh, I'm using Edge.
Edge
Edge.
should work because
I'm using
as
Edge
long
too.
as it's Chromium based.
Chromium based.
You might refresh, but
Okay.
I'll adjust your
Lehman,
magic points. Yes.
didn't you say that the people that slept on the beds too were
Tired.
tired?
Yes.
Yes. But actually, well, how to say? It's interesting the way that this thing was worded because it made it sound like the beds were special, but they're not. So it was everybody in the room that slept
Oh, okay.
is feeling bad. And your stomachs are not really settled well either. So everybody is slightly off.
oh, slightly off.
Your
Oh,
off
yes.
condition on your first page, everybody should already be
Yep.
should already be set.
So
I
it's
can
slightly
select my
off.
token now.
You can or cannot?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So what are you doing? Yeah, it's people who are knocking food off of plates and mugs and utensils and stuff like that.
So, I'm guessing that having given them that crystal was bad.
Well, everyone, I'd say this is not a time to panic. We'll take note of where we are, and perhaps, take a reckoning of the situation as we know it. Seems like this is a rather hostile situation, is it not?
Hostile probably covers it. Isolated because we are nowhere near a place that I could make it to before dying.
Now, when you say isolated, that's not a pun, is it? I cannot abide those.
It is not a pun. Mine was with an S, not a CE.
Very good.
But yes, we're in a bad position all around. Perhaps we need to find that shard of ice that I gave away.
Yeah.
Indeed. So shall we scout about? It seems we're all in decent health.
I believe she went through this door. I don't know if that matters.
Would you like me to see if I can sense anybody outside each of the doors?
It's a good idea.
That would be helpful.
So I'm going to use present sense, Lehman.
Okay. Let me check that again.
take my ISP. Foot range.
Well, Francis, have you determined anything yet?
I'm just starting here.
Oh, very good. Carry on.
So I'm going to start at this door first.
So it will be like $100.
Yes, we did.
Okay,
We're-
I'm just measuring around to see
Right,
what-
and then I'm
okay.
going to move over to here.
Okay, so around, if you see my ping around this area here,
Yep.
your
Yep.
vision it kind of like really hurts your eyes looking in this area.
Ooh.
If you look up in this area,
Hold on a second.
Pretty,
Okay.
yeah, quite a bit further away.
Okay.
you see two somethings,
All right.
and then up in this area,
Uh-huh.
Oh, so that far away.
you see four.
Okay.
Around in this area also, your eyes hurt.
Okay. So to the rest of the party, from the single door by the beds, I'm sensing two people. What was it, about 80 feet out? About 80 feet to the north.
Between 80 and 90.
Okay. And there's something in that area that is also bothering me, but I can't tell what it is. From the double doors, or from the two doors to the left, again, I sense about four people to the north, about that, at that 80, 90 foot range. And there's something between those two doors on the north wall, something in the area between those two doors that also is really bothering me. I'm not sensing a presence, but there's something there that is irritating.
Gotcha.
So you used an ability to sense presences,
Yes.
but you're not sensing a presence, you're sensing an irritant? What does that mean?
No, I sensed from the door on the north wall on the left hand side, about 80, 90 feet up, I sense four presences. Over at the door by the beds on the north top wall, whatever. I'm sensing two presences about 80, 90 feet up. Right off the area near the beds, there's something that's not a presence that is irritating me. And there's also something along that north wall between those two doors that is irritating me that I don't sense as a presence.
Okay.
Interesting.
Your powers are mind-boggling. Well, if we sense two people off through this door over here, then we should
I sense two people off of this door. Two people up in this area.
Okay.
You see my marker?
Okay.
And I sense four people up in this area.
Well, before we fell asleep and things were bad, the ice sickle was taken through this door, so this is our best lead.
Things that irritate me are in that area and this area.
So, Lehman,
Yes.
the problems that we're feeling, would something that alleviates cramps, nausea, and intestinal gases help?
You could try.
Okay. Because I have a niece and I have benzoin. So the benzoin is more for wounds, I think. It's an antiseptic.
Mm-hmm.
But the anise is cramps, nausea, and intestinal gases. I actually don't know what anise is. Is that something I could make into a really bad tasting tea?
Probably yes.
It's a flavoring for licorice.
Right, I'm trying to figure out how I would... I guess you guys could just chew on some leaves and see if that helps. Or I think it would be better if I could somehow make it into tea for you guys. Okay. Well, we may have to find some kind of container if somebody doesn't have one. I don't have any of my cooking things. I don't have anything here that I could steep tea with. Unless we do it one cup at a time.
Whoops, move on.
Yeah, and I still think this door over here personally is our better bet.
Very good. I trust your counsel here.
Have to see if the door is locked.
Well, 4 is less than 2, so let's go that way.
Sure.
Who's checking the door?
It's there. Check.
I'll try the door.
Try the door. Remember, this is Foundry. You can open your own doors.
Yep.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, does your token have to be near it?
I tried the door and it does not seem to want to open.
Do you have the ability to remedy that?
I can try. Lehman?
This door does not have any locking mechanism.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, do we try the path of least resistance and go around and try opening all the doors until we find one, hence being
Yep.
led around by our nose, or do we see if there's a way for us to not so subtly open this door?
Lehman, I'm gonna look around the doors, see if there's like a hidden catch or something like that. Something that you have to press or pull or wiggle.
Okay, so you look around it, and it looks like a very sturdy dwarven door.
Okay.
It could very well be barred from the other side.
Right.
Is there any, like, room between the bottom of the door and the floor?
There's a little bit. It's not airtight or anything.
Okay.
It's not, magically sealed, or there's no rubber to have a little rubber, thing to keep out cold.
But no mechanism to open the door.
There's like a handle, but it appears that something is keeping the door shut.
Okay, well, I suppose we have to try a different door then.
Yes.
Well, I might have a trick.
Okay. You have a trick to open the
I do.
door. I will
I
be
like-
over here.
All right. If I can. Okay.
Am I seeing that correctly, Jason?
Yes.
On the floor, and you'll see.
And then I try to fit under the door.
It might be.
Are you a mouse or are you what is that?
Oh,
It's like Shep, don't eat it.
Please. I got to do something else here. There we go. Okay. All right. I try to fit under the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Oh, okay.
Researching animals?
So, Gon's door turns into a weasel
Okay, it's a weasel. I couldn't zoom in enough to really see what it was.
and slips under the door.
Okay.
Such a brave soul.
And it looks pretty dark.
Listen for the crunching of weasel bones.
All right. Then I'm going to do globe of daylight.
Okay. So I think that should be your torch. If you toggle, or if you toggle light spell.
Ah. Lantern. Toggle torch.
Is there a light spell?
Oh, yep. There we go. Okay.
So as you look back at the door, there is what do I want to say? There is a bar across it.
Okay. Then I will change back. If I click that, and I try to move the bar.
You kind of lift up and you kind of push with all of your strength, and it you lift it out of the little bracket thing holding it, and it the thing, you know, falls down on the other side.
Okay. There you go.
Well done, sir.
You may enter.
So Nicholas lit his lantern.
Yep.
Excellent job, young goblin.
You big guy?
Very good. Let me step in here a bit. Oh, wait. But we should probably be quiet now. I come up here to this intersection.
Okay.
So this here, is this like a wall or something?
It is a large chamber, and that is. Oh, I guess I should.
So, Lehman,
Hold on one moment. I might have added some walls where there shouldn't have been walls.
Okay.
yeah, I was curious because my light won't actually spill through the doorway.
It's
Is
through
it
the
dark in
doorway.
here?
It's just that Gonzor's
Globe of daylight.
globe of daylight is making it even brighter.
No, I mean it's the corridor is darker for me.
Oh no, I think it's quite all right.
Once I had to step through the door.
Oh, I don't know why, because I was seeing the light there.
I'm giving Lehman a chance. I think he's there's like bookcases or tables or something.
There's tables. I thought they were I thought they were bookcases.
Right.
So
Lehman, what's the light source in the chamber we were in?
these two braziers.
Okay. There's no torches or anything in the
Nope.
walls.
So there are two large, massive tables, and around on the walls you see scenes. Well, I guess like where you can see there's scenes of dwarves eating and drinking carved into the walls, and roll a perception for me, Sir Emery.
Yeah, I see a couple of dwarves up there, but that's not what I'm rolling for here. Second, let me find my button for perception.
It's up at the top.
Oh, it is it.
Okay.
Whoa, that is possibly the best I've ever rolled for perception.
So you think that these people that you see might be the ones that Francis talked about, and he said there were 4.
Gonstor.
Guys, I see some dwarves up there. I'm trying to whisper now, but it's very unlikely that they don't know we're here. Seeing as, I'm clanking around in armor, and there's, big bright lights right over my head.
So, I turn off my lantern for now. Gonstor, can you
Yeah.
move this globe, or is it hard for you to do? The
I
daylight?
can.
He can move.
Want to turn it off?
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
step
no,
to this.
no.
I'm gonna step more to the middle of this room.
He's wondering if you can move it away from yourself, is what he's asking.
Well,
Oh.
I didn't know it was on him. No, I have 3 hours of oil because all my other oil is back in my room.
Yeah.
So I will leave my lantern off for now. But I don't want to be. I don't want to be plunged into darkness.
My globe lasts 10 rounds.
That's
Oh.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Okay.
That's what I cast it at.
Okay.
I
Let
can
me-
recast and,
let
if
me-
need be.
There used to be a way of sharing PPE and stuff like that. Is that not a thing anymore?
Like magic points? No, not well. If you kill somebody, their
Okay.
magic points doubles, and if you want to use it right away, you can.
Oh, okay. Well, just keep in mind, Godstore, if we kill somebody, maybe we yank all their spell points into into a bigger light spell. So I have lost sight of Sir Emery.
Yeah, he walked around the corner.
Yep, I'll step a bit further. I'm over here. Sneaking up on these dwarves. Just didn't want to be blocking your view of things.
And Sir Emery, you do see that there are the 2 dwarves that you see. Their beards and hair are like dripping water. And you hear a voice not coming from the dwarves say, "Have you found any food yet?"
Nothing palatable, no.
Well, they weren't. Well, it didn't sound like they were talking with you.
Oh,
It's Sir Emery. I'm sure he did that.
How do you put a number on yourself?
You click your token and then right click, and if you go to the one that says assign status effects,
Uh-huh.
and you hover over one of those things, you can put a number there. Like, see, I just did a 4.
Okay. If I want to change that to a 10.
I put it under the surprised face. If you
Okay.
if you left click, it goes up. If you right click, it goes down.
You put it under the surprised face.
Yes. If you hover over the face, it says
Okay.
surprised.
Surprised. Okay.
Well, Sir Emery, I think you should be our ambassador to these dripping dwarves.
Gone AFK.
Okay.
Lehman,
Yes.
now that I have night vision,
Mm-hmm.
can I see a lot more stuff?
What's the range of that?
30 feet.
You should see things in kind of a reddish tint now for that range.
Okay. So what are we doing?
You just Sir
Lehman,
Emery had
unless-
mentioned the dwarves. More people had walked in.
Lehman, I think you made his night vision visible for others.
Oh, did I?
It opened up some more squares for me.
Okay, hold on then. Okay. So I need to go back to vision. Oh, okay. I think it's because I did that. Okay, I think it's. Okay, I see what happened. I put it as light instead of vision. So did your vision go away that you saw earlier?
I don't think it did, because I got a slightly pink tinged aura around Francis.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Yes, I know I've got that for
There-
night vision.
That's it.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. of them says, "Hey, boss, there's some people down there."
I think we've got. It's going to be time to talk to them in a moment. Shall we?
Hmm.
Do we have a representative?
Aren't you our representative?
Oh, very good.
Mhm. Yes, my version of diplomacy is somewhat different.
Hello, gentlemen. We found ourselves trapped in this place.
Jason's AFK. I need him to move forward before I can.
There he goes.
I believe Jason is standing on a table, or under a table.
Yes.
He's small.
Makes sense. I'm down.
Yeah, I had it like walled off, but then it blocked sight and everything. But these two things here are large, massive tables, and as I stated before, the walls around in this room have in carving dwarves eating and drinking. It's like a dining hall.
Any food on the table?
No. Hello, strangers.
And, self.
Who are you, and what are you doing in the Winter King's lair? And you do see he is also dripping with water. His hair and beard, their clothes are sopping wet.
I am so angry of the silver of the silver dragons, and these are my companions. We came here because the Winter King has the Winter King attacked, or minions of the Winter King attacked the town where we were staying, and we've followed the attackers back here. You do not resemble them. They were not quite as damp as you are.
No, this is quite annoying. Something seems to happen, and we suddenly woke up with covered in a sheen of ice that has been melting.
I see.
So you said you came from the outside.
We did.
What is the current year?
Well, let me ask you first. What year do you think it is?
I'm not sure. That's why I asked. It seems like certain things might have happened.
I assume I know what year it is, right?
Yes, it is 2012 RS Resundering.
Ah, yes. As the disembodied voice said, 2012 RS.
That is not a system I am familiar with.
Interesting. That gives me a little bit of information about how long you may have been in here.
So, would you happen to have any food? It seems like all the food that was in here has been preserved poorly.
Down the entry hall was not very good food.
Lehman,
Yes.
I'll offer them a little bit of food, and I will inquire. I'll say something in what is it? Cot. I know one of the dwarven languages. The KQT. It's a dwarven language.
Yes. It is the Western Dwarven language. So what do you want to say?
I'll say I have some food that I'm willing to share, and see if they understand that language.
They. Oh, what do I want to say? The dwarf kind of. You're like way back there. Like, is somebody trying to talk to us? I can't see you. We would appreciate any food you might be willing to share.
Alright, fine. I have some food that I can share. I do, don't I?
If you brought food with you, that would be up to you. What you were packing when you left the inn to go to the meeting.
And I'll say,
Oh, right, because we were headed to a meeting. If I didn't think we were leaving on the trip, I wouldn't have brought all my food.
That's
Yeah.
what I wasn't going to like second guess anybody, so I figured I would just tell you what do you think your character would do.
Yeah, I hear you. I've forgotten. It's been a while since we played. So I forgot
Right.
that we were.
I don't trust anybody I'm staying with, so I'd keep all my stuff with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move up and make the offer again. I'll say I have some cheese and some rolls.
Okay, let me need to check something real fast. Okay, so this human kind of steps forward and he says, and he sounds like everybody actually hears him in their language.
Oh.
So whatever your native language is, that is the language he is speaking to you in. And he says, I am Ravid. you share your provisions, we will be most grateful. And then he kind of looks at the three dwarves, and he's like, maybe we'll be able to get out of this cursed place yet.
What do you know of the place? Well, presumably you've been here for a while. You've had some opportunity to explore.
Well, how to say, we got wrapped up in the affairs of the Winter King and have been trying to escape for a while, and then, something happened. We felt cold, and the next thing we knew, we were covered in ice that has melted and now has left us a soggy, soppy mess.
Lehman, I'll step forward and give him some food.
He accepts and thanks you.
I took it off my equipment list.
Seem to be wearing any. Do they seem to be wearing any weapons or anything?
The dwarves have battle axes,
Okay.
and they are wearing some what appears to be plate and chain armor.
Thanks.
And Ravid he just has a quarter staff.
So, how did you get here?
We were forced into service to the Winter King.
Did you get on a boat?
No, don't know anything about a boat. We
I'll
were
be back.
in a village he raided and forced to become his servants.
See. Well,
We,
And-
when the cold came, and I mean a cold much more than the Winter King himself ever used, we thought maybe it would be a good time to leave, but we were looking for food because apparently, however long we were not of ourselves had made us hungry.
see. Well, do you know specifically what would you say the things that prevented you from just kicking the Winter King's ass and getting your freedom?
The Winter King is a powerful warlord with both mystical and martial arts. He's much more than would a normal man. One could almost say he might be transcending mortality.
Ah.
See. Well, Perhaps you'd like to help us kick his ass.
We are quite weak after. I do not think that would be wise for us, but we will not hamper whatever you do. Your kindness is very gracious. We are.
Sorry we don't have more food to share. This journey here took us rather unprepared.
The Winter King usually that's his modus
Is it
operandi.
Well then,
But this area here is the kitchen. And Francis, you basically gave just rolls and like jerk meat and stuff. Nothing that would need preparation, correct?
Yeah, it was cheese and rolls.
Oh, cheese. That's what you said. Yeah. So, they're like, we don't need the kitchen for this, but.
well, so
Nicholas,
Well-
if this is the kitchen, you might find some pots and pans.
That is true.
what can you tell us about the other places here?
Oh, well, to the east there's how would you say, to the north and then east is a library. To the from where you are standing is a hallway, and to the south is a temple that the Winter King did not allow people in, and to the further to the east is where he kept his prisoners. Another area that he never let anybody in, so I don't know what that is. And then another area that was the garrison where guards stayed. His throne is to the west.
What?
And personal quarters to the
Right.
north.
Notice the dryer's on and the light is on over the dryer. And I don't want to walk back.
I'll take care of it the next time I go back there.
You want a bed, Hazy? Huh?
You recommend we simply head to the king himself and see what we can do?
Do you know anything about a magic crystal, magic icicle?
The ice scepter.
Yes.
It is the Winter King's token of rulership of his
So
domain, but I'm not sure. What do you know of the Winter King?
It was
apparently,
getting ready too when I turned it on.
I don't know if it was who we met when we first got here, but we were met with a show of lavish
What you doing, Mal?
falsehood.
What you doing?
And we woke to see a table strewn with basically refuse and beds that were sodden and destroyed. But we thought we met with a man in good faith and passed that scepter to him.
But Well, it's interesting, and I don't quite understand what happened. Um, I more or less meant outside. What do you know of the Winter King? His kingdom, his area of influence.
I have never heard of him until a ship showed up in a town and these things started raiding these living dead. And then when we destroyed them, the ship started attacking the town. So to save the town, we manned the ship, but then it brought us here, far, far away.
Dead, you say?
Dead.
That's most unusual. The Winter King never used the dead before.
So perhaps it wasn't the Winter King that we met with, but just somebody in his stead. Was it a dwarven girl that he was with, Lehman?
It was a Gelfkin.
A Gelfkin. He had a young Gelfkin with him, and she took the scepter through the door that brought us to this kitchen and this hall.
Oh, his pet illusionist.
I see. So, Winter King may have not been there at all, and it might have just been the Gelfkin.
So if you wish to go through here, you can, but you would just be speeding along your own demise, I think. Although, if since we came to in that room that you are in now, we have not really heard anybody else. So perhaps the area is the fortress is not what it once was. You said that the first room was not guarded or anything?
No, it was not. There are braziers burning, but there are mangled pieces of things.
He looks back at the three dwarves and he says, "Well, it may be that we will be able to escape after all." And one of the dwarves, and Francis understands, but I don't think other people else, they know the Western Dwarf KQT. If you know Kurtz, you can think that you might understand it, but you really don't. They say, "Whoa, that's the best news we've heard in decades."
Right here.
I think perhaps the remains in that room might be the pieces of what guard you spoke of. I do not know.
Perhaps. Well, if you if our large friend here might step aside. We might be on our way and let you do your crazy assault on the Winter King.
Well, you really could come with us. He did imprison you for quite some time.
Yes, and kept us that way for quite even longer time.
I mean, I don't know where you'd go. I saw nothing but Winterscape out there, but I would understand if you wish to leave, Sir Emery.
But of course, I'll step aside. I mean, you may go. I mean, far be it for me to get in your way.
As they start to walk away, he kind of moves through the dwarves, and he says, "Again, for your kindness, I will grant you words might help. This was not always the Winter King's fortress. Before him, it was that of a dwarven clan, his first conquest. So, certain things will be about dwarves. If you can think like a dwarf, maybe that can help."
This gives me an idea. Well, perhaps we should investigate this temple that nobody was allowed to visit.
What did this door at the back of the kitchen go to?
You could go look through it, I suppose.
Did they tell us?
They said north was his personal chambers, and to the north and west was the throne room.
Gonstor, if you wouldn't mind shedding some light in the kitchen, I might rummage to see if I can find some utensils. Are there any clean pots and pans and stuff?
There would be some pots and pans and stuff, some clean, some not. It kind of looks like there was a possibly in the middle of some preparation when something happened and it stopped.
I'll take a couple pots or pans and put them in my backpack, but if there's a kettle, I'd like to actually start. Is there water in here?
There is some frozen buckets of water.
Okay. Is there any firewood for the stove?
There is wet wood in the fireplace.
Okay. So, I would like to take a bucket of water and go back to the front room next to the braziers and set it to melt.
Okay.
Did the braziers actually give off heat when we woke up and the room was different?
Yes.
Okay. How do you get... I saw you were able to move. Alright, now I'm not able to move anything. Did I put Shep in an object?
You put him on top of a table.
I just can't move him now for some reason.
Somebody moved him. It wasn't me.
No, I moved. Alright, I seem to have lost the ability. I can select my characters, but I seem to have lost the ability to move my character.
It might be what happened with other people. Yeah,
Alright.
maybe F5 refresh.
I guess I did move him, but I didn't see that I moved him.
So people are going back to the first room. Looks
I'm
like.
trying. There we go. I was trying. Yeah. So I'm going to start to try to melt the water. I'll even go outside and get some snow and put it in the kettle and set the kettle on the brazier.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make some of this stuff to see if it helps people's stomachs. So, I don't know if we need to go to the personal chambers or if there. It looked like there was some rooms off of the dining hall. I don't know where you guys want to go, but I think right now it might be helpful if I can settle some of you guys' stomachs from having eaten whatever this stuff is.
Very good.
I'm going to try to brew a tea. It will not taste good. I am sorry.
Seems a worthy sacrifice.
It will taste like really strong licorice.
So did Peter go somewhere? Because I didn't see Frances had moved after she had walked out of the
I'm in the kitchen area.
kitchen. Right. I see where you are, but everybody else ran away from you.
Oh, came back to the front room, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll.
Because it's been about 10 minutes, so the spells that
Okay.
and powers that people had used probably are
So
gone now.
Jason's daylight would be gone, and
Yep.
so Gonstor, when you do that spell, is it costly?
It costs.
Figuratively, the pool of power that you draw upon, is it significant or insignificant?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe little on the insignificant side?
Okay. Well, like I said, I have 3 hours of oil, so if you feel like you are reaching your limit, we can switch to it, but mine will go away. But for right now, we should probably take a little bit of time. Let me see if I can steep this anise into, I'm guessing a really bitter tea. So, Lehman, to
Yes.
make tea out of this, I have 10 doses of it. How many would you say I need to use?
I would say probably 1 dose per person.
Alright, how many of us are there again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. So, we're kind of all in on this one, guys. Alright. Isn't that a medicine roll?
It would actually to just do that would be a cooking.
Okay.
It would be pretty simple. You can, on the first sheet, you can adjust yourself and give yourself the full amount of time, like the quintuple, quadruple, whatever.
Okay, sorry.
That
I'm
one is.
looking for. So time quadrupled. And I'm still slightly off. Okay. Well, I brewed it.
Okay. So, if everybody wants to, they can give me a. Let's see, what test do I want? Give me a versus poison row. Save versus poison. For anybody who
Everybody.
did T. You're looking for a
Do we want a high number?
15 or better.
Okay.
Save versus poison is 14.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's under combat for the top and defenses.
Yep.
I did what I could.
Yes.
The rest is on your body.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. For my notes here.
I don't think I have to worry about anything vile being in my stomach anymore.
So everybody still is slightly off. You still aren't. You still have these like repressed nightmare memories that are disturbing. But for those who rolled 15 or higher on the roll versus save versus poison, your stomach seems a little bit more settled. So failures.
Lehman,
Yes.
I didn't eat any of the food when we went in there originally. Would I still have been poisoned?
You said that at the beginning, but then later I asked if everybody was eating, and nobody said no.
I guess I didn't hear that. But I specifically said that I wasn't going to eat any of the food.
Give me a second versus poison then, because I'm not gonna stop the game to watch 3 hours of last session to see what was said or not.
Everybody?
No, just
Oh.
Peter. Because the whole area also was filled with the smell and stuff, so you are quite hungry, starving, but you're the one person whose stomach does not feel bad.
Plus, I have my own food.
Well, then subtract another meal from it.
Okay.
But I do need people, when I'm talking, I do need people to listen, because I distinctly remember, and my memory could be bad, I'm not saying it's perfect, because there are things that happen, and I tend to watch these before I post them, but I remember you saying at first you don't eat, like I'm not eating any food right now, but later on nobody objected when I stated that everybody was eating, or somebody mentioned let's all eat or something like that, and nobody said nay to that. So
I know I ate.
Yes, you specifically.
I specifically ate. I remember eating. And then it being not such a good idea, but it was too bad because I'd already done it. Life is hard. That's okay.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I guess I will roll for Decimus. Or I'll just have him roll. If
he makes it, have him roll.
And well, if not, then I'll just have him do it next time. So I'll put a question mark. He's in the Schrodinger's cat state of poisoned, not poisoned.
Right. So it didn't take away any of our penalties, but it may have helped us at least, so I don't feel like my useful skill didn't do anything.
Possibly, yes. I mean, your stomachs are certain. 4 out of the 6 of you, your stomach no longer is feeling upset. And
but we're just upset in general.
Just not your stomach. Nobody has done specific things that would have helped know what's going on, so I cannot divulge certain information.
Understood.
So let's have people think about what they're going to do now, and let's take, say, a 5 to 10 minute break to use the restroom, to get a snack, etc.
See you in about 5 minutes.
I will pause and then hopefully remember to start the recording when we come back and start recording. So it looks like we're recording again. Okay, so you had spent time making tea.
Well, I believe it's time we discuss priorities and what our direction is going to be. I don't want to be like these, like those lads that just left. Just standing around.
So
Yeah.
I need Sir Emery and Cassius to give me perception checks.
Okay, perception.
Don't worry, I'm excellent at perception. See?
Okay, so Cassius notices, and do you want to warn the party, or do you want the party not to be warned?
This seems like an easy question.
Yeah. Warning is a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I need everybody. Let me get everything situated first. Okay, so what I need is to go to the combat tracker. We'll see how this works. So let's everybody add yourself to the combat tracker. If you click on your token, right click, and then hit the little toggle combat state.
It's telling me there's no currently.
I just got a message saying there's no active combat scene.
Okay. One person, let's say Bob, roll initiative and see if that's how it works first. It's been a while since we've done this.
Okay. Selected. I'm gonna find my initiative button wherever that is.
Up at the top, INIT, I believe.
Right next to where your perception is.
Yeah, but I never noticed where that is either.
It didn't add you to it. Now see if it adds you to it. Everybody try the little cross swords again. Okay.
Yes, it works now.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
So
So now should we roll initiative?
So Bob shouldn't have to. Everybody else, yes. Has anyone not? I guess I should have said, pick your stances.
Yeah, I was in.
Make sure that they are in green on your character sheet. It looks like.
We pick our stances on our character sheet now, right?
Yep.
It has been a while, and I'm in trouble remembering.
Okay, so.
It does not help though.
Jenny and I drank a lot of beer today.
We went to a beer tasting. It was awesome, but it was a lot of beer.
And wouldn't you know it? I came home, I just opened another beer.
And
This is what she gets for getting me a beer advent calendar.
Okay, so yeah, everybody's went through, so let me hit begin.
You didn't get a whiskey advent calendar?
No, I didn't see one. The beer advent calendar, I confess, was an impulse buy. I saw it and I was like, I mean, it's cooking shoes, and I like shoes.
Okay, so everybody got their stance. We rolled initiative. We're all ready. So
Yeah.
Cassius, you might see something in that northern door that you left open.
Yes, I do see something in that northern door I left open.
Okay, so your turn.
Right, I'm going to pop up here and take a swing at it.
Okay, so you did a darn good job.
Okay.
So I just need to make sure that this thing doesn't have specialty stuff. Okay. So go ahead and roll your
Right.
damage.
Okay.
And you did crit, so that is double damage.
Ooh. That's a nice number. I wouldn't want to get hit with that.
And then if that is everything, then hopefully at the bottom of the combat tracker is a button to allow you to...
Oh yeah, the end turn button. Actually I don't see that.
Hmm.
Do you see an arrow or anything at the bottom of the combat tracker?
No, I don't.
So honestly, I'm not seeing a combat tracker at all.
You have to
it's
pop it out or hit the second.
Combat
Do the-
tracker is a second.
Oh, let's see.
If
Yeah,
you,
at the
if
bottom
you,
of the combat tracker is just black.
well,
Well, for us,
it should be black except for whoever's turn it is. If
Oh,
you,
yeah,
okay.
If you right click the little fist symbol, it will pop one out.
yeah,
So
I did that, and I don't know how to.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, I don't have the
You don't have the
the arrow. Yeah, I don't have the end turn thing now.
Let's see.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
So I ended your turn, and it's
Okay.
turn.
Yep.
So you are right there.
Yeah. Probably not the best place to be, but yeah.
So. Oh, okay. It's been so long. I'm like, what am I supposed to hit? And it's the little die. I got it now. Okay, so you are going to be hit with a tentacle.
Can I parry that?
You can attempt to parry. Remember, you are.
Oh yeah, no, I've got auto dodge. Sorry, I will auto dodge it. Not like that though.
You do not dodge.
Well, I used my good roll on the other roll.
Okay, so let's see. There you go. So you took some damage,
I see that.
and then it pulls you up into its mouth.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
And bites you.
So
Ow.
we see a tentacle come into the room, then yoink him into the darkness.
Well, you saw him rush up and stab at something.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably swing a sword at something.
Yeah.
And then a tentacle reach around him and yank him. Yes.
Okay.
door.
Okay. And you took some damage then.
Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, I see that.
Wow.
Okay. How does psychic targeting work, Lehman?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
Well, I'm going to do a mental bolt of force.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so you rolled a strike. If you have, let me pop your character sheet up real fast.
From what I'm standing, I can see through the door, correct?
Can you see what is?
You can't see, you can't see.
Yeah.
I see something on the square on the other side of the door.
Then you see. So you have a on your combat tab.
Yep.
You have a mental bolt of force
Yes.
button. So the one so you start off, you roll the one that looks like a die, a 20-sided die, and that is to hit.
Don't know what I rolled. There it is.
It shoots off, and actually that should be adjusted. Let me. Look at this. Oh no, it's there. So that was your actual roll. It seems to hit hard hide and not do anything.
Really?
Yes. It gives a bonus. Do you have it on like blind GM rolls or just GM roll?
Private GM roll.
So you should see what it rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I was on the fist, which was, so I had to go back to the chat to see what.
yeah, if you're on the fist, if you don't want to have to flip back and forth, you right click the fist and that will pop out a combat tracker.
Okay.
And then you can just look at chat. So if that's what you do, do you have a intern or something at the bottom or not? An arrow?
I gotta go back to the fist. Nope.
Okay. So was that all for you?
Well, for the moment.
So Shep.
So Shep is gonna move next to Gon's door and kind of just guard me and Gon's door because I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Do you have it popped out or not?
I have it popped up.
Do you see at the
There
bottom?
is no.
There is
There
not.
is not.
Okay, so I will have to ask about that.
I'm done. He's just moving there to guard our weaker ones.
Bodil.
Yes. Sorry, I was. Alright, Bodil. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Bodil. Does Bodil see the bad guy?
Nope.
What is Bodil hearing right now? Like, is she hearing?
You saw Cassius go to the door, swing
This
his
door
sword.
here, the one that we just came through, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He went up to the door. he swung his sword. He yelled out like, "Hey, we're being ambushed or attacked or something like that, or be on guard." I don't know what he yelled at. He yelled out something, and then he swung his sword. A tentacle came back out through the door, wrapped around him, and pulled him in.
Well,
And we
then
heard crunching sound.
Deal's going to go look through the door, but she doesn't have the right kind of seeing things ability. Oops. Keep on trying to look into walls, which is, all right, so she's gonna go to the door and see if she can see anything to shoot at. I think, you know what, she's gonna go through the door. I don't think she sees anything to shoot at because I don't see anything.
So, Lehman, this light doesn't lead into that hallway, I don't think, because when I was there before without Jason, I couldn't see anything through the
Right, it might not. And let's see what Urson's now.
They don't have dark vision. I thought they just had good sense of smell.
Yes, they do not. That's why you cannot see Jenny, is because you do not have dark vision. So you do not get there. When you get to the door there, right on the other side of the door, you see a writhing mass of flesh and tentacles.
Can she shoot it?
You're too close.
Since she's seen it, can she take a step back and shoot at it?
Yes, but that's kind of what you did right there, because you ran up, kind of got there, and then moved back. So
okay.
Your next turn you'll be able to do something.
Next turn I can shoot?
Yes.
Excellent.
As long as somebody doesn't. Well,
Right.
I allow people, never mind, to go through allies.
We'll see what happens when next turn comes, but that's what she's ready to try.
Gon's door.
Yes, Gon's door. Hold on, let me get a measurement. Okay. I see Sir Emery in front of me.
Okay.
So I am going to cast something on him.
Okay.
Two, 4. Three. I'll do just the one level of that.
And what? How long does that last?
2 rounds.
So, Sir Emery, you should have a new spell effect on you with the green bar.
Very good.
And I want to see what this is showing. Okay. So you feel very strong. And that was you, Gonsdor? Yes?
Yes. Yes. As
See it.
So, Old Man Nicholas?
So 60 is pretty much anybody in the room. So I call upon the power of Jas and say, I will make Jas, please bless these people with the speed necessary to see victory. And I rolled a d6.
Oh.
So up to 5 people. So Shep, Sir Emery, Bodil, Francis, and Gonstor. As I cast Sleepy.
So I believe Bodil already has it, so she can click Fleet Feet.
Oh, I think this other green thing on Shep needs to be turned off, probably. I think that's something Jason did on another day.
Can you not click it?
I'm checking to make sure that...
Yes, that is what he just actually did on...
That's what I thought. Okay, I turned it off.
Okay. So, Sir Emery, do you have the Fleet Feet effect?
I believe, last I checked, I did.
So, go ahead and click that.
Very good.
And you did it on Shep, so you can click that on Shep.
Yeah, I did it on Shep.
Gonsdor, does he have that?
No.
Yeah. Now you should.
Now I do. Yep.
And
there we go.
And Francis?
What about it?
Do you have Fleet Feet as a thing you can turn on?
It doesn't look like it. So
Not that I.
Now you do, so you can turn that on.
Where do I find it?
It's on your main under primary attribute mods.
Oh, okay.
And that
What-
is going to last 6 rounds.
Okay. Put a little marker on your character. So what I'll do on this round is I will just double what people have currently.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, it went back to me.
Yeah, I think I accidentally... Did you delete Shep?
Nope. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Just here. Let's put him in there. That was weird.
The program's being very insistent, Lehman. It wants to know what I'm doing. It keeps asking me.
Huh, if I do something, it seems that it was not deleting before, and now it is deleting, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but... Okay. That is really weird, because it was like totally letting me do things before. And you did not do it on yourself, correct?
I can't. No, it's me or.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Okay, so that was you?
Yeah.
And then Sir Emery.
Very good. Well, then I believe I should move to the door. Now, there's nobody standing immediately in front of the door, is there? There's just right here.
Yes, there
Big
is.
monster.
You see the big monster?
I do see the big monster,
Okay. And
but there's not a PC that I'm standing on top of or something.
yeah, Cassius is you're standing.
Oh, but Cassius is like grabbed by the monster.
Correct, yes.
Great. So, so I think Yeah, I'm just gonna try to lob off that tentacle that's holding him. And I'm gonna push a button when I find it. Large arming sword? Yeah, I think we're doing this. Oh, but a 16 hits.
Felt the skin give, like this tough hide skin give a little, but you did not puncture it. And correct, you need to click that for the person who asked me.
Okay. Now let me find it. Let's see. All right. Okay, it's not letting me click that. Oh, there it is. I had to click on the word, not on the box. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm still grabbed.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to swing the sword at it, so I'm just going to bite this tentacle.
Okay.
Cause I have the... Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you need to see a dentist?
Ow. Let me tell you, after I hit a ah.
Yeah, it was a lot tougher than it looked.
Oh. And the taste. All
Yeah,
right.
if the name and the tracker, if that's the same as the D&D ones, those things are
Yeah.
fucking nasty.
Yeah. Ow.
So it is actually going to try to hit Sir Emery with a tentacle, because that's a big meal. And it's gonna do a solid on you.
Natural. Alright, so gonna try to parry that with a shield.
If Fleet Feet's on, that should be giving you a bonus to this.
Yep, hopefully it is. Some defenses.
Yeah, up at the top you should have a parry shield, probably.
I hope so. Let me see here. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Of course, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Now you did have yourself wounded, and you are not wounded, so you can.
I'm not? Where do I have myself wounded?
That was probably when you were in that first fight a long time ago in the village. But even with that, you rolled really low.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. So yeah.
So you.
Where's my thing that says I'm wounded?
It should be in the defense modifiers and attack modifiers. Should be a little green bar.
Combat. Oh yeah. There it is.
Yep. Yep.
I have only got it clicked off. Okay.
So you are grabbed.
Great.
Yeah, you're already kind of there, but it kind of pulls you towards it also, and it's gonna chomp on you.
I still parry that with a shield while grabbed.
No.
Uh-huh.
And you got bit pretty big. And then this mass comes into the room of this scaly tentacle mouth holding Sir Emery in one tentacle, Cassius in another tentacle, and chomping on them. And other tentacles kind of start reaching out towards the rest of you as it like has a smorgasbord right now. So Francis.
I am going to move around to the back here.
Okay.
And stabby. Where's my attacks? There's...
That will hit. And then if you roll the damage formula there. And you got a pretty decent stab in there.
And I don't see anything that says I'm done.
Okay, so Shep.
Shep will move forward and bites it.
And Shep barely gets it.
Oh, wow. I click on the numbers for the damage.
Yes. I'll just say that has been a very popular number.
Oh, wow.
Shep kind of rips off one of the tentacles.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Good boy. Good dog.
Then immediately spits it on the ground and makes.
So
have you seen what dogs eat?
Yeah, and this thing is worse.
hold on, I'm trying to. Why is it? So you took away one of its attacks.
Yay.
Wow.
Goodbye, Shep. That's it.
And Bodil.
Can Bodil move away from it, or is she in a situation where she can't move now?
Yeah, like when I was trying to do things, I guess typed in numbers. It was maybe it's because I'm using the num pad and it's taking it. It was like moving it. So
Okay. So she's moving back and shooting at it. So. Okay. Sorry. 12 damage. Oh, I did lose. Okay, 4. Right, so she attacks with the crossbow. Shall I roll some damage?
I don't think so.
So 16 isn't good enough to hit.
Yeah, it bounces off of its hide.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, you feel that you're slightly off. That little bit kind of did it there.
Yep. Alrighty then. Cool. Oh, and
then Sir Emery.
Hack at it with my sword. If I can still do that while I'm.
Yeah, you won't be able to parry, but
Right.
you have a one-handed sword, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, I think that's the damage, isn't it?
No, that was an attack.
Nope, that's an attack, and
You just roll
pure shit.
like that.
All right. And when does my second attack come into play? Is this my second attack?
Yes.
You still got.
Okay.
If you look in the combat tracker, you still have 3.
Okay.
You have 3, and then now it'll be 2.
I doubled your number of attacks.
Oh, very good.
All right. Can I drop this sword and pull my knife without losing an attack, or?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. So, all right.
Because it like has its attention. If you were the only one there, no, but it's like, I still got a free arm.
Yep. Right. Okay, I'm going to stab it with my. Yeah, I'm going to bounce the blade of my kobold-made dagger off its thick hide.
It's about as effective as your teeth were.
No, it's more effective than my teeth were. At least with the dagger, I didn't have to taste it. Oh.
So it swings, and it's gonna hit Bodil's armor.
Oh, damn. It's stretchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Bodil, you will not take damage, but if you do not dodge, it could pull you in and bite you.
So can I attempt the dodge?
You can do an auto dodge.
Okay, that's where I click the dodge button. I think I dodged probably. Slightly off is really making me slightly off.
So if you, again, you feel that you would have succeeded if you were not slightly off.
And I think less off and more off.
Oh boy.
So
Welcome to the party.
and your armor is light armor, so your armor takes 1 point of damage.
Awesome. I'm trying to remember. Do I account for that on my character sheet?
I did it.
Oh, thank you.
And then it pulls you close.
Oh,
But-
it's like a big Christmas.
Just the smooches.
Yay.
it actually does bite you.
Oh.
Are you taking care of that damage too?
Yes, I am. There you go.
Thanks.
And you are still not wounded, because you actually have to have hit point damage to be wounded.
Yep.
But it doesn't have a fourth attack because its fourth tentacle was ripped off. Francis.
Alrighty. Oh, stabby, stabby.
Yep, that's gonna miss. Shep.
Just as a note, I think his number of attacks needs to go down by 1. Because he should have, basically.
Okay.
Because this is his 3rd action right now, and he should only have 4 with the spell on him.
Okay.
Thanks. I just wanted to make sure it was right. So, he is going to bite again. Oh, he gets blubber.
Yep. Bodil.
Right. So Bodil was in the stance of shooting at things. So she
Yes, so you
that.
lose. That's
Yeah,
right. You
so
were-
I think she just doesn't get to take an action, right?
Correct. Yes, you
Oh, okay.
knocked out of your stance and are confused, and it's nibbling on you. And Sir Emery.
Alright, let's try this again.
Bodil has a -1 attacks.
Wait, I just rolled the damage. Sorry.
Huh.
It's
There
because
we
you
go.
moved her down to 0 and then went to the.
Yeah, but it should just. Oh, it's because I moved her to 0.
Yeah.
I should have just
Yep.
moved her.
There's Sir Emery rolling a 2 now. Yeah.
Wow.
Fortunately, I don't have a spell that helps that part.
Yep. Jason.
I gave you.
Oh no, your spell helped. The hitting.
Sleep.
He just rolling really bad. So it's back to Shep.
Shep will attempt to bite again. Nope.
And Sir Emery.
Alright. Last time.
Big money.
I mean, what's the chances of me missing again? Pretty good, as it turns out. Or does that hit and just not hurt it?
It's hitting, it's just not hurting it.
Yeah, with
Right,
fleet
so-
feet on it, would be really hard for you to miss its body.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get a 4 to hit the body.
So should I be rolling damage for the,
Squeak.
for its, SC or anything? SDC?
Natural armor doesn't have that.
Okay.
Correct.
Alrighty.
Okay, so let me I think I should have tested this because it's been so long since we used this. So first off, all durations go down by 1. So if anybody has any durations, make them lower by 1.
How do I do that?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
If you go back over whatever you put it on and you click, I believe left click lowers it, right click raises it.
Yeah. That did. Whoa. Okay. It was doing it, but I didn't see
Wee.
it doing it. There's some kind of lag spike.
Oh.
I have no idea what I even did.
So if you go over your assigned status effects, the little like shield thingy around the body. When you
Yeah. Yep.
Now choose
then-
which of those things you chose.
Well, the only thing he has there is his hand to hand, right?
I guess so.
Magic.
Or magic. And then if you right click or left click, it'll go up or down.
Oh.
Yep.
I gotcha. Ah. Snazzy.
Okay. So if I go to this, then that stops that. Now I'm trying to remember, do we go to the next round and then do everything, or do we everything? I think we do everything and then go to the next round. So we'll attempt this. So everybody roll your niche. So let's try to go to the next. Okay, well that was a whole bunch of stuff that seemed to happen. Everybody's.
Yeah.
I need to change my stance. I forgot.
Oh.
May I do that real quick?
So change your stance. And then how many actions or should you have with either your hand to hand or none? I think you'd have a hand to hand stance. So if you go to your character sheet and you go to the combat page, hand to hand ranger, and then see where it says APR a little bit above that. APR, yes, that is.
It says 2. Is that
so
nice?
You have that doubled, so it will be a 4.
Oh, do I need to do something to?
Nope, I did it. It's just.
Should I click the level fleet? Do they have fleet foot on me?
You should click that, yes.
That's what I was doing. Okay. I clicked off of it. I was confused because.
Let's see.
Oh, that's wow. That's a powerful combination, Jason and Anthony.
Oh wow.
The mystic strength gives an extra attack, and
Yeah.
then you doubled it.
Okay.
Oh wow,
Oh,
Sir
did I
Emery,
need-
way to go!
Did I need
Yep.
to roll for initiative again?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I am missed it. Okay, so I am not going anywhere near first this time.
Yeah, I need to. Why is it? Okay. Oops, 7, not 17. Is this gonna? Oh, it automatically adjusted things, so at least that's
Yeah.
decent.
Oh
Yep.
man, it goes first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what it was? Yeah, okay. So it's first bite. Let's see. Everybody roll me a d20.
Oh.
Sorry, I messed up in my statement. Everybody who is grabbed roll me a
Oh,
d20.
okay.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
so no more rolling, no more rolling. It's just I was like, why is that was my fault.
Okay.
Okay. Cassius rolled twice.
Cassius rolled once.
Oh, somebody must have had you. I probably had you selected then. So what's my
Yep.
color?
Yep. Yep.
Oh. So I think mine was the blue. Is yours green-ish? Or...
Hmm.
Could you roll again? We're gonna keep whatever color you are. I'm not sure. Like one of the Cassiuses I'm seeing is one color, and the other Cassius I'm seeing is a different color. So
Okay.
yeah, you're the,
Well,
the greenish.
Yep.
But we'll use the previous. That was
Yeah.
higher number anyway. Like I said, I wasn't confused on the roll. I was confused because I had your character selected, and that's a little symbol I get. Like I don't get Joe rolled this. I got Cassius, and then Cassius again. Okay. So.
Okay.
So it is going to nibble on Sir Emery. That's who it can't attack anybody because its 3 tentacles are full. But ooh.
Oh, I didn't like the sound of that. Ooh.
There must be like things that aren't working like they did before.
Weak.
Not all quite just waiting on me, are we?
No, I was trying to figure out why something wasn't working, and then
Oh, sorry, I just stepped away for a moment.
it worked. So Bodil,
Yes.
you can try punching if you have a
Oh,
bite.
right.
You can
Sorry,
try
I
to
I
bite.
thought it was doing something.
Squeak.
Definitely not going to be shooting a bow.
I have claws, so I'm gonna try to
Go on.
scratch it with my claws.
And you
I didn't do it.
You just do not get there. Francis.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I'm unconscious, so
I was like, is Sir Emery like out?
that's what it looks like.
So Francis, roll your damage, but before I explain what happens, I just need to make sure. Yes. What? Oh, that didn't do it either. It used to automatically do it. I'm not sure why.
Oh.
So, Francis, you hit it and kind of got in a little weak spot, and it just falls, kind of flattens out, flails some tentacles around, and Bodil and Cassius kind of get out, but Sir Emery still kind of has this tentacle wrapped around him.
Ah.
Can you describe more what it looks like now that it's dead?
Let's see.
It's kind of like a ball of blubbery flesh with four tentacles that come out of it. Does it have a beak or does it have a maw?
So if I
Yeah, maw.
Yeah. Teeth. Lots of teeth.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, it looks like that.
It's an abomination.
I'm not sure if I can make it any.
Are you
Oh,
dragging
yeah.
Sir Emery around with it still?
There you go.
Yikes. Yeah.
What was the name of this thing?
If you hover over it, you should see it.
Yeah. I've run into them in
Oh,
D&D
you got.
before. Yeah, Odiuga.
Oh, you.
They usually like live in garbage and cesspools and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They are carrion.
Mm.
So, do we have to crawl inside and pull out Sir Emery because I don't see?
Sir Emery is this blood splatter here.
Oh, the big
Oh.
blood splatter.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Is he dead or just unconscious?
Is there a doctor?
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to move. There we go.
Uh,
Trying to move and check on him.
okay.
He is alive, it seems.
Well, the first thing I was going to do was my healing.
Okay.
Before even checking, it's like I don't know how much time I have. I'm just going to heal.
Yep.
So, if you press your heal test, and if Sir Emery presses his heal base, then I can figure out how much he's healed. Or you can tell me, because I'm not sure where those things. If they're in this skill spells, or if they're in this information, they'll come to me, or they'll come to everybody. So
Looks like it's under values to share.
so just tell me what it is.
3.
Okay, and then what is Sir Emery's heal base?
I'm still looking. Heal base.
It is on your combat page.
Oh, hold on. There we go. The heal base is 6.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, I did that. Oops, wow.
Oh, there's that blood splatter.
Yep.
The only blood splatter I saw
Oh.
was the Odious.
Hmm.
Because the red circle around
So,
the Odious.
Sir Emery, give me a. This is the magical one, so give me the save versus coma, death, mystic, or magic, whichever one it says.
Mystically healed. Failure, it says.
Yeah, because you failed by 18.
Yeah, by a lot. And I got a pretty high number in this.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's 3. The best 2 out of 3, I think. 3 out of 5, something like that. I know it's. Let me.
Playing rock, paper, scissors with your life.
Yeah.
So we
Cause
don't
and
forget.
death. Okay.
So we don't forget to do it. Everybody that had Fleetfoot on them, turn it off so it's not green anymore.
Right, and the same thing with the Mystic Strength. But you can keep those bars in case they get cast on you in the future. Yeah,
So
it's
the
two out of 3. So roll 2
Right.
more.
I rolled 2 more.
2 more. There you go. So
There we
you
go. Legendary success.
are conscious.
And then
And then now roll a D100 and roll low.
That ain't it.
You have minor joint stiffness. Your PP is reduced by 1.
This is a permanent change?
Yes, that is a permanent injury. There might be spells that and other things that could help it, but it's not as how to say it's. I won't say it's not as easy as D&D. It's not as common as D&D.
There we go. I think we got it fixed.
Would be the correct term. So yes, whoever wrote me that one note, you can put that in your thing. Okay, so yes, that thing attacked you, hurt pretty well, but there were actually it started with a crit and ended with a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And in the middle was a lot of owls.
Yes.
So we look like we are at 9 o'clock ish. So let's.
And it's 10 o'clock in some places.
Oh yeah,
so
10 o'clock. So it's just a couple of minutes before normal end time. So it seems to be a good place to end for the night. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Lehman.
Thanks.